Hey, you too, what it do, bro? We back in it again with another banger, you know what I'm saying? The sleazy way, bro. And today, we got the most insecure alpha male. Aren't they all? Aren't they all? I feel like we crossed that bridge already, bro. We already know about them boys. They all insecure, bro. Just something they all share in common. Just a whole bunch of peas in the same pod, if you know what I'm talking about. Today, we finna be cracking down that boy, Justin Waller. Pause. We finna be tapping into his mind, into his mannerisms, just overall his online presence, to just break down the insecurity down to a science. You feel me? Without further ado, let's do it.
You know that feeling when you're in a friend group and you always seem like the odd one out? Like the group chat always seems to be active, but when you send a text, everyone takes a couple minutes too long to respond. It's a feeling that can make you really insecure. I think. I don't know. I've never experienced that. Not once in my life. But that feeling is...
Damn. That is someone's life right now, though. Like, just peep that.
Something that Andrew Tate's fourth best friend, Justin Waller.
Bro, I don't really know. Like, how do you look masculine and have a feminine stance at the same time? And then, like, it just looks like, I don't know, bro. I might just be overthinking it, but it just looks like they're trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? They're trying too hard to look hard. Like, it just, like, you know what I'm saying? It just, like, it rubs me the wrong way. Now, again, bro, like I've said before, you know what I'm saying? The red pill, yeah, they have some good points here and there, but, like, these guys have made this, like, their whole persona. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they're just walking around like a walking cringe meme daily in life as grown men. I don't know about that existence. Like, yeah, you got a little bit of money to your name, but outside of that, bro, that whatever's sitting in your bank account can't unlame you. You know what I'm talking about?
He's right, you know.
Can very much relate to. I first came across Justin on my For You page, and my first thought...
Hey, this boy got a nice little hairstyle going on here. Hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking clean and sharp, my boy.
Was, here's just another alpha male podcaster trying to promote his course. But then I saw this clip of him on the Whatever podcast.
Oh, you're a man of self-control. You work out, you do business.
Yeah.
You can possess your own power and direct it the way you want to direct it.
It's not how I am. It's not how I am.
You think that might be a limited mindset?
I think it's none of your business, but...
Ooh, got that boy triggered. Damn, she ruffled a few feathers with that one. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's just that, like, low-key, I just think he doesn't want to take accountability. Like, bro, how you gonna tell me you in control of everything in your life, but you can't control the one thing you should have the most control of, which is your own body? Control of your own actions as a grown man. Like, if you can't even control what God gave you, what God gave all of us from the jump, if you can't control what's on your body, you know what I'm saying? If you can't tuck what's behind your belt buckle and keep it pushing, if you know what I'm talking about, and not step out on whoever it is you're dealing with at the time, I think all these excuses and stuff, talking about like the biology and the hardwiring, like, bro, this isn't the caveman times, brother. This is real life where we can live in a society like being sophisticated and have class. We're the new time now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe in the Stone Age that might have been a viable excuse, but like, are you a caveman? I don't think so. So like, therefore, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. You don't want to. Point blank, period. You just don't want to. You don't really see the point in trying to be better or change yourself in that aspect, and that's just what it is, bro.
I don't want you to think I'm triggered by you. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, you are. See, and then you gonna call her annoying, talking about you not triggered. Like, who you lying to?
You're annoying, but I'm not triggered. You know what I'm saying? No, you are. You're annoying. In like this goody two shoes type way, and that's fine.
For those of you with the great fortune of not knowing who Justin Waller is, I envy you and I apologize for what I'm about to do. Justin is a CEO of Red Iron Steel Construction Company, but he's
is that his business? I always wondered. I know he was in the construction or the trade era line of work. I never really knew what he had got going on though. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one of those things where like he didn't flaunt his money as much as this guy did. He flaunted his money so much to a point where like it genuinely became lame.
He ain't lying.
The fact that he was rich, you know what I'm saying?
well known as being one of Andrew Tate's henchmen. And now that the Tate brothers have been facing some complications with their image, they've sent Justin out to promote Hustlers University for them. Sorry, it's actually the real world now, because apparently only people who buy this course are in the real world, and everyone else is in a fake fantasy world where you have to do things like work, and be well-adjusted members of society. And his messaging is basically the same as the Tate brothers. All of men's problems can be solved with money and working out.
Not true. I mean, yeah, definitely can boost and help in some areas, but like, you can have the biggest muscles in the world and all the money. If you're still lame, you're a lame. That's coming from someone who works out religiously, by the way.
Women should be more traditional, or else they're dirty, icky, which makes this clip even more funny.
All right. See, this is my thing about the red pill thing. They make it seem like just like every single female on earth wants to like have a family and cook all the time and clean and do all the, and that's what they should be doing. Listen, that may work for some people, and shout out to the people who are happy to take that line of work. I know me personally as a female, I'm not trying to be nobody's servant for the rest of my life or bound to a family. Like I'm not against, you know what I'm saying, people wanting to work their regular jobs or move up in the corporate world or go start a business or go to school for certain things. I just don't think, I don't know why they penalize them for that so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's okay to penalize people for just wanting to be normal people. That's not everybody's swag, bro. Not everybody's on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of things, but I do know for a fact that like not every single female wants to be a wife or to have kids, or, you know what I'm saying, they just don't want a family, period. Like, I imagine we live in a world where people like that exist. So this red pill thing, I don't know, man.
Because the woman he's calling annoying here is Lila Rose, which if you do a quick Google search, she is the textbook definition of what these alpha males would call a traditional woman. Also, is there an unspoken rule where if you play trap music in the background, people are going to take them more seriously? All right, Ray, what's 2 + 2? 5. No, Ray, that is incorrect. What if I played this? Wow. I mean, you're still wrong, but this beat slaps. So now that I was hooked and intrigued on what this obviously well-balanced and respectful man had to say,
I think you're annoying, but I'm not triggered.
I dove down into the rabbit hole to find what other pieces of wisdom he could bestow upon us.
If people are going to tell me I shouldn't have children with multiple women, my argument to that is, okay, asshole, you got married to this girl, you were a husband, she left your ass, then you got married to this one and had kids. Now you have step parents and all this messiness involved.
I think there might have been a couple steps between having 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's skipping a lot. Well, yeah, that is a bad situation to be in. You know what I'm saying? Divorces are never fun. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, yeah. I would just, to add to that, oh my God, did I just knock my microphone? My bad, y'all. To add to that, I would just say just pick your partners more wisely. I feel like before a divorce, before a breakup, before anything, certain things reveal themselves. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? But anyways, moving past that, bro, you skipped a lot of steps, you know what I'm saying? The whole step parent situation and all that. Yeah, I'm sure that's not fun, but you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that that's everyone's reality. You know what I'm saying? If you really pay attention to a lot of these red pill guys, you'll start to notice that a lot of them are just talking out of fear, bro.
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
For such strong alpha males, y'all live in a very fear-based mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally generalized every single person that's married to just one person. He generalized all of them in one category and pretty much said that they're all divorced, dealing with step children and all this other stuff. And there are people who have been in those situations where they made that work. I've seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They might have a new wife or a new husband, but the mother of the kids or the father of the kids is still coming around to the family dinners. The kids are still having a relationship with their biological parents and their step parents, and they're living in happy, harmonious, you know what I'm saying, living situations where like they're making it work, and it doesn't hinder anything. They still operate as just one big old family. If anything, the kids they have more support, a bigger moral system, and they have more people that are there to, you know what I'm saying, be resourceful to them and make them have a happier childhood. They just have a second set of parents. You know what I'm saying? I've seen situations where people be at the family dinners and stuff like that with the stepmoms and you know, the biological parents being there and other spouses being there and the kids all being together, or maybe it's a situation where they get with somebody else, they have kids, but they're still the biological father or mother to these other kids that they have and all that stuff, and then everybody just joins together and they come together and they say, okay, we can all work together to make these kids' lives the best that they could have, you know, provide them with a good, healthy living situation and a healthy upbringing together. I've seen that happen. So like this whole thing that like, oh, if you just marry one person, your life's gonna go, I don't believe that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, the marriage thing, yeah, I can definitely get behind that. I think it's an honorable thing. I think it's, you know, it's nice when people do stuff like that. Me personally, I'm just not sitting there signing all those documents and throwing 4 different parties to say I love you to someone. It's just not gonna happen. But yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? I think he lost the plot there.
Families at once, and whatever worst case scenario he's describing here. Hey man, you've had a lot to drink tonight. Maybe you should take a break. Okay, asshole. If you have such a problem with me drinking, at least I'm not like you, going back behind dumpsters and doing all the time. Dude, I'm 5 years sober. Oh, nice. Congratulations. Thanks. You want to do some crap? Just because someone doesn't have 3 spouses doesn't mean the alternative is a string of bad marriages and partners. Making a straw man argument like this doesn't excuse your inability.
Damn, bro, you don't gotta be self-conscious about your hair like that. I think your hair is chilling.
To be mature and commit to a single partner.
Well, what if I was just a good father and good husband to 2 or 3, and they all looked up to dad, and I was making all 3 of those families' lives?
How? Like, see, this is my thing. Like, how? Like, how do you? There's no way that. I mean, I guess you can make it work, but I'm imagining that you're a very busy guy. So I'm not really imagining a world where you get to see all these different kids you have at the same time and be there for them presently all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got a bunch of women pregnant and then just like, I don't know, you had kids with them, didn't want to do you didn't want to abort any of them. You chose to keep the kids, which is fine. But then you just made up for your lack of presence and your lack of fatherliness. What's the word? Your lack of fatherliness. Your lack of fatherliness. Your lack of your presence. The lack of your comforting. The lack of your you know what I'm saying? Like, you just being a good father figure to these kids. Like, you just sum that all up with just money. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of money in their face, and I'm gonna make sure their living situation is good, which is part of what you're supposed to do. But you still have to be present, bro. I don't think you are, though. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? How does that work?
10x would have been if they would have got with your lame ass. Or you think I don't believe in family? I believe in family 3x more than you. I have 3 families.
As someone of Asian descent,
3 families is crazy. I don't know how you be a dad and a husband to 3 different families at the same time while running a multi-million-dollar business, doing social media, having all these interviews. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? I can't be tripping here.
I've always been taught from a young age the importance of family principles. You know, things such as remembering family birthdays, always visiting home often, and always fastening your seatbelt before driving out of a C-130 at an altitude of 30,000 feet in your 69 Dodge Charger. With family, of course. But apparently Justin knows 3 times more about family because he has 3 families. The same way he probably knows 3 times more about the 3rd grade because he had to take it 3 times.
I didn't say about family or children. I just said it's none of your business.
Justin has enemies.
I might have multiple family. Oh. You never know. I might like family more than you. So much I have 5.
It's clips like these that really show what Justin thinks being a good father is. He clearly thinks it's about spending quality times with your kids, cherishing every single moment, being there for every single football and soccer game, making sure to be there for them when they have a tough day at work. And... oh, sorry, gotta go. What do you mean you have to go? Samantha said Justin the 3rd is sick, so like, I gotta hop. You can't just leave in the middle of this. Justin the 2nd was just bullying someone. We have to go pick him up from the principal's office. Yeah, frankly, I like Justin the 3rd better, so... anyways, here's $50,000. All right, bye.
And can love his...
That's literally it. That's literally it. How are you going to be... there's no way, bro. You're not... you know what I'm saying? It's not like you can clone yourself and put yourself in 3 different places and operate on 24/7 all the time. There's no way you are very much absent in these kids' lives for sure. You're not there for every soccer game. You're not there. I'd be surprised if you were there for when your kids took their first steps. You probably missed some of that. You probably missed a lot of birthdays too. And you know for a fact that even with him having 3 families, he's probably still out there sleeping around. Yeah, I'm already knowing.
wife with all his heart and want nothing more than be a good father, a protector, tuck his children in, hold his wife at night. But if you think that he doesn't want to get on the side, you have lost your mind.
You know that
listen, that may go for some people. I don't think that's everybody's strokes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks, bro. Nah, I'm talking about, like, I know some people, bro, who they don't. Here's the thing. I'm gonna break it down like this, all right? You have some people out here and some women out here who it's like, it's a one woman or no woman, and then for the females, it'd be one man or no man. Like, there are people out here who genuinely don't even have the energy to go out and move around a certain way because it's too out of their way. You know what I'm saying? Their living situation's good. They love their husband. They love their kids. They love what they got going on. They love the family vibe. They love and you know what? I don't know how these red pill people move in their relationships, even in their friendship, but normal people like us in real life, in our friendships and in our relationship, when we have conflict of interest, or let's say we have our differences with somebody, yeah, you know what I'm saying, there might be a little bit tension here. People might play, you know what I'm saying, they might be bitter a little bit, they might be petty a little bit, give each other the cold shoulder, but after a while they reconcile, they talk things out, they move forward. This is people who are in healthy relationships, that is, they move forward and they keep it pushing, bro, and they just try to adapt and adjust to each other as much as they can, because they're gonna do whatever it takes to make said situation work. You know what I'm saying? So I genuinely feel like people are willing to actually put in the work, put in the time, put in the investment to make the relationship very fruitful and very prosperous. And I genuinely feel that there's people out here who really, really, really love each other down to the bone, to the T, for real. So I genuinely don't think that, like, every single guy out here, you know what I'm saying, wants to go out of his way to do something like that. One, we live in a day and age where, like, you can't get away with stuff like you used to. If you go out and cheat in this world of social media and just like how people be connected nowadays, especially if it's someone who you've been acquainted with before, there's 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna get caught. A lot of people, bro, they don't have the energy to do all that texting, lie, make up a fake account, put people under a fake name, lie for repeated days on end, make up fake plans, lie to their partner about where they are, devise all these different strategies and these different maneuvers and tactics to successfully get away with stepping out on their partner. I genuinely believe that there are people out here who, one, just don't have time for that. Two, they actually rock with their relationship and they're happy where they're at. Men and female both. So I don't think every single guy is looking for some on the side. Some might be, but I think there's probably some disciplined niggas out there.
One kid in class who always ate his boogers, and then he tried to convince
I'm not gonna say that, like, a lot of dudes don't get tempted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say there's not a lot of dudes out there who can't recognize somebody's attraction. But I think recognizing somebody's attraction and then, you know what I'm saying, trying to gain a level of attraction from somebody is two different things.
One else that it's a normal thing to do and that everyone did it. Well, apparently he grew up and became a misogynist. Justin's arguments so often come down to thinly veiled generalizations that are easily shattered with one Google search or just a conversation with a normal person.
If your wife said that you could bring a smoking hot 22-year-old blonde over and y'all could both do it, would you do it? If he tells you no, he's a liar. Liar.
Okay, I don't know, man. I will say that I couldn't do it. I'm like one person.
I just told you.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
I literally just told you. See, buddy on the panel over here talking. Yeah, you triggered because he not agreeing with you. What you saying is kind of out the wall, bro. Like, you off the deep end, brother. This is where he realizes he's in the wrong, and that low-key he might be like, this is one of those damn moments. And I know he feels a little bit stupid for even standing on this as strongly as he was. Yeah, that wasn't received well. That didn't go the way he thought it would. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there are men out here who don't think and act like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? There are niggas out here who move a little bit differently, bro. You can't be triggered by that. You know what I'm saying? If that's how you move, that's how you move. But doesn't mean that everybody's got to think or is going to think that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And I'm sure buddy on the panel, his girl probably feels the same way about him. I'm telling you, bro, not everybody's with that. Now, let's be honest.
I don't know.
Look,
it's
man.
just, but I think that's how.
But a bunch of people are wired different.
But you don't think that it will be ultimately an opportunity for jealousy or disharmony amongst
Women are always going to be jealous. What's changed?
I don't know about that one. I mean, if you purposely go out like and make somebody feel a negative emotion for no reason, that's what they're gonna feel. That's like saying, yeah, I always go out of my way to piss my mom off, but my mom's always gonna be pissed. Yeah, she is. If you're gonna continue to piss her off, she's gonna be mad, bro.
Well, yeah, to do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my thing. Like, I don't think a lot of these guys think through what they're saying. I think they're just trying to argue why they move the way they move, but they're not doing it properly. You know what I'm saying? There is no proper way to explain how you move. It's foul. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't like being called out on it.
About that, women have been jealous all the way through time. So,
I'm not jealous in my marriage.
well, I don't care about your marriage. I'm talking about mine.
No! You mad. You big mad.
Damn, that boy triggered. Damn, look at Shorty in the back. Know what I'm saying? Like, and then look at Buddy over here. They're like, wow. Yeah, bro. She got that boy Justin up tight. And this is where it gets embarrassing. Bro, I always find it embarrassing when I see a grown man throwing a tantrum and the females holding the masculine friend. Like, they're calm. They're poised. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what this looks like. You remember how in kindergarten there was always that one little badass bald-headed kid that would act up? You know what I'm saying? Like a Abraham or an Elijah. You know who I'm talking about? How the teacher would be. You know what I'm saying? The teacher would always be calm. The teacher would always be poised. The teacher would always be stoic. Because she knows she's dealing with a little kid. She knows she's dealing with a human being that can't control their emotions at that stage yet. They're just not, they're not even worth, it doesn't even make sense to get upset. It doesn't even make sense to get mad at them because they're not as competent. They're not as in control of their emotions. They're not as in control of their impulses or their thought patterns or the behaviors or their actions. They're just not, they're not at that stage yet. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with a little kid. So you gotta move a little bit differently. And then we see these grown men coming up on here. This is like the third time I've seen a red pill influencer throw a tantrum on a podcast and a female not even, you know what I'm saying, geeking up, twacking out, acting out of whack. But yeah, it be these same niggas that be talking about how females be overly emotional, but they always be the ones throwing the most tantrums. And the females be the calm, stoic men that they claim themselves to be. See how so cliche that is?
Most women marry a man between 6 and 7 years older than them.
That's another thing about these red pill guys too. They like them young, bro. They're a little weird.
They say, oh, you're insecure, you gotta sleep with all these women to get validation. Bullshit. Men like to fuck.
It's totally understandable why Justin only thinks men like to fuck. I would also think that if every word I said made my date dry up like a fucking desert. And he talks about sex way too much in his TikToks. And I don't like that. Sex is icky. It's to the point where he sounds like a high schooler at a sleepover trying to convince all his friends that he's definitely not a virgin and that he definitely—
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think he just might be like a fiend, bro. You know that one weed smoker that just like, no matter what you guys are doing, where you guys go, they always need to roll up. They always need their bomb with them. They always need their little spliff. They're always going on and on about the ganja, how they're finna smoke, what time they're finna smoke, when they're finna smoke, who they're about to smoke with. Yeah, bro. It's the same thing with Justin and cracking, bro. It's like he can't stop cracking buns. You know what I'm saying? It's just like there's not a world where that doesn't exist for him.
definitely knows where the clitoris is. All three of them.
My nephew was in the back pool room and he comes up to me and goes, Christy is completely pissed. And I'm like, finish eating my food, and I go in the back room. I look back at him and I wink. I go in there, and of course, here come the alligator tears rolling. This and this and this, and I'm whole frame, whole frame, whole frame. Next thing you know, got her bent over the bed. And I know my nephew can hear it. I come out, he looks.
What? Why? Like, why? Listen, what were you trying to do that? Like, what were you trying to prove that day? You was trying to prove to your little nephew? You was trying to prove to that little 9-year-old, 12-year-old, however old buddy was? You're trying to prove to him that what? You're that guy? You're just that guy? This is what insecurity looks like, bro. People would do anything to front an image. Lame.
Like he saw a ghost.
How insecure does this man have to be to not only feel the need to make sure that his 5-year-old nephew knows he has sex, but to also have the need to brag to your
He also did it in a way to make sure like his nephew see that like, oh yeah, she can be pissed all she wants, but I'm still gonna get what I want, and she's gonna do what I want regardless of how she feels. Trying to install that misogyny in his brain from a young age. These people are very sad.
Boys about making sure your 5-year-old nephew knows you have sex, and to feel the need to record and post you bragging to your boys about making sure your 5-year-old nephew knows you have sex. Because props to that 5-year-old, man. That's some top quality gaslighting and bullying right there. Hey bud, wanna play with this new toy I got you? Yeah. Okay, so first you twist it, okay, and then you bop it. Nice. And then you pull it. Why don't you pull some bitches? I also feel like this is illegal. Anyone agree? No?
I feel like that is a little over the top. Why did he post that?
All right, moving on. Justin also gets really insecure about people talking about his jeans. I've seen a common theme in his podcast, and he always feels a need to point out that they are definitely not skinny jeans. He is in fact wearing jean-colored spray paint that he applies every morning.
They call me gay. Constantly people giving about my jeans and my pants, bro. First of all, you have a world-class. My legs are big.
Is this just the style that you're a big fan of?
Tim, I'm a jeans.
Yeah.
I have a 32 waist, 36 long, and my quads.
So why don't you just get wider pants?
Yeah, I can go get really baggy jeans, but I also look like a fucking goober.
Yeah, Justin, I don't care how many times you say it, saying those pants aren't skinny jeans doesn't make them not skinny jeans, okay? Just because I say everyone watching this will subscribe doesn't mean that everyone watching this will subscribe. But it'd be pretty cool if they did. If Dwayne The Rock Johnson can find well-fitting jeans, you sure as can.
You think she won't leave you for that buff dude? Promise you, bro, she will. You think she won't leave you for that guy that makes a little bit more money? Promise you.
Okay, yes. There are people who do act and move like that. You know what I'm saying? There are people who do act and move like that. And I'm not saying, like, again, you have to take it at, what's it called? Face value, right? Yeah, it's not a bad idea, to get more money or to get in better shape. That's not a terrible idea. It's also not entirely false to say that, yeah, more women, or maybe your woman at the time, won't be attracted to you a little more if you did have those things, or just attracted to you in general if you did have those things. But if you're dealing with somebody who's really rocking with you, it doesn't matter whether you sleeping outside in the cold or whether you got $1 million in your name. They will stick it out with you through thick and thin, bruh. So yeah, that's that.
She will leave you. She will love you until she finds a better option.
Yeah, no, Sherlock, guess what type of person you're gonna attract when all you have to offer are money and muscles? No, seriously, guess, because I have neither, and I really want to know. And it's so easy to understand why Justin has this super one-dimensional view on women. It's because he doesn't see them as actual people, he just sees them as objects. And I mean, like, literally. Like, I don't mean like he objectifies women. I mean, I actually think he thinks that women are inanimate objects, like Lamborghinis.
Right.
I'm talking about 3 kids.
Like property. My gosh. Andrew Tate the same. Him, probably the same thing. And my God, look at that cut. You getting too much money for you. Like, you gotta clean up, brother. You gotta clean up, bro. This ball African Ojibwe Ugugu cut. You know what I'm saying? This African tribal cut. What is going on here, bro? This yee ass McDonald's logo hairline. This McLovin, I'm loving it hairline. Ba da ba ba ba. You know what I'm saying? put some fries in the bag with it too. This Big Mac Wombo Combo Special, bro. Know what I'm saying? This quarter pounder with a fry and a drink combo. Hairline you got going on here, bro. This shit is atrocious. I can't lie, you getting too much money. Either take your little out of turkey, boy. Know what I'm saying? Your triangular, over 40 triangular shaped nose ass. Pinocchio nose ass. Shotgun barrel nose ass. Golem nose ass. Know what I'm saying? Take your little out of turkey, you know what I'm saying? Your Lord of the Rings face eye, and go and get you a transplant. Or clean up nicely, bro. Or just rock the Baldino. You might just have to rock the Baldino, the Bald Skeezy, the Baldino Jap for sure.
Woman, I'm talking about if you can't handle 3 families, then I wouldn't have any, bro. That's like when they say you shouldn't buy a Lambo unless you can buy 3 cash.
And French fries.
And it's not even cheating with me because I'm not cheating on anybody. If I was on diet right now and French fries hit this table.
And literally assets on a balance sheet.
And you, my dear, are a depreciating asset.
So
what? Huh? Yeah, he looks at them like he looks at his stocks. The way he looks at his Lamborghini is the same way he looks at another human being with a heartbeat and pumping blood in their veins. This is abysmal, brother. These types of people are insufferable, I swear.
every day that goes by, you're going to be less and less beautiful.
Hey, Julie. Yeah, just take a seat here. We have the test results back from your biopsy. Okay, just give it to me straight, Doc. Okay. This would be difficult to hear, but your Q2 results came back below analysts' expectations. Oh my God. While we managed to reduce your inventories to reasonable levels, your accounts receivable still remain elevated. I think it might be time to take drastic action. Well, what are our options? Look, we can do an immediate cash flow injection, but that'll only get us to Q4. I think it might be time to divest some of your offshore assets. Why is this happening to me? Look, guys, I believe myself to be a fair and objective person. I will give credit where credit is due. Justin Waller is a very, very successful individual. He is well connected, and if the sources I'm looking at are true, he is genuinely a self-made man. The problem with all of these alpha male influencers is that while some of the things might be true and might help young men out, their tactic is to build a cult of personality around themselves, to make sure that everyone following them takes all of their words as gospel. That's where I draw the line. Because even if some of the things they say is helpful, a lot of the things they say are flat out wrong and extremely detrimental to a young man's abilities to develop meaningful relationships or to develop true self-worth. They teach men to develop this nihilistic worldview about women and dating and relationships, and that the only value you can bring to the world as a man is money, which is completely false. I think men can express their worth and masculinity in so many more ways than this limited mindset that Justin Waller and Andrew Tate have. That's kind of the lesson I want to end on today. Men, you do not need a Lamborghini or a Bugatti or millions of dollars to be valuable as a man. Women, you're worth so much more than just your bodies and your youth. We all have something unique to bring to the table. It just takes a little bit more time for some of us to find what that something is. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you're still here watching, thank you so much for watching. Remember that you are all high value to me, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Shout out to you, my dog, and that is it for this video. Know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and end this off. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Sleaxzegang, we gonna do it to him. God is good, we gone.